नमस्ते धरती तुझे नमन। शुक्रिया वायु तेरा,
धन्यवाद गगन।
कोश कोश का अभिनंदन, श्वास श्वास में हो चंदन। विश्व एक परिवार ने योग को किया है बंधन। विश्व एक परिवार ने योग को किया है बंधन।
Warm greetings to all the viewers of the day, my beloved parents, children, and every participant of the Yoga Week held by Unison Group. We wish a very happy International Yoga Day to all and each and everyone assembled here. Yoga, it means union of the body with the consciousness and the consciousness with the soul. It cultivates the ways of maintaining a balanced attitude in day-to-day life and endows skills in the performance of one's actions. Yoga is the dance of every cell with the music of every breath that creates inner serenity and harmony. That is why it can be the most possible positive source of mental well-being, which is immense need of the present day. Yoga can well be described as the blessing of nature to the whole world and a special gift from India to the world. The fact that there were individuals who had great insight into the nature of human mechanism without any such means of modern technology is incredible. So let us learn today how this yoga can build resilience amongst us. How can we prepare for the life beyond this corona phase, and how can we handle the forthcoming third phase of it? How do we equip our next generation in the most natural way to lead a life of health and mental well-being throughout today's session? Before we start today's agenda, let us all just take a minute to pray for the Deepa Shloka, which is very much an important ritual for any occasion in our system of culture.
बुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते, दीपज्योतिर्नमोस्तुते। शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः।
Yes, my dear viewers, now every individual who enjoys the work he is involved in passionately can always be a greatest contributor to the community. Today, I have the pride of introducing Dr. Govind Singh, who had graduated from College of Ayurveda and pursued his PG in preventive health care. He was born in BHEL colony and he has served BHEL school and BHEL community through varied programs and yoga practices. He has diversified exposure into varied activities connected to health and yoga and wellness. He was associated with Apollo Lifestyle Wellness as head of corporate and school wellness programs. And he had also conducted various camps at International Club of BHL titled Bala Yoga Sadhana for almost 5 to 6 years. And very interesting aspect, probably I cannot throw deeper light today, is he's founder of Shiva Rahasya, a registered organization where he focuses on the concept of modern science integrated to ancient wisdom, and he's going into a deeper study with it. Techniques to unfold inner potentials to lead blissful life is the goal of the organization. So, and also he is very good at teaching of Shata Karma or Shata Kriyas, also Hatha Yoga. He had organized 5K run for consecutive years from 2012 to 2016 for 5 years to promote wellness. Currently, he is consultant at Rainbow Children's Clinic at Patanjero. And indeed, Unison Group is honored with his obliging to be the guest of the day, clearing varied doubts you all must be having in your minds and what we look forward to listen from us. So let us put our hands together and humbly invite him for this good occasion where it's going to be very much, enlightening for all of us about more and more about health, wellness, and mental well-being. That's very important for each individual in the present scenario. Namaste, sir. It's your time. You have to really take this privilege to explain all of us about what is yoga, how is it unique, how does it help all of us. There are many ways of exercising. What is it, one thing one can really credit it for? Thank you very much, sir.
Namaste, madam. Good evening, all. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I dedicate this to the first teacher, Brahma Madam, and beyond teachers. Just because of teachers, we are so. Teachers make engineers, teachers make pilot, teachers make politician, teachers make doctor. Teachers are the one who are architect behind every being on this earth. Thank you, madam. Today I'm privileged to be at this platform. So as you have assigned me a topic, natural way of preparing yourself for post-COVID era.
Yes.
We have to live it through. COVID is not going to go anywhere. We have to learn how to cope up. How to cope up. To do cope up, we need to know what is COVID, how does it really affect, how to withstand, and how to prevent. How to prevent. Before prevention, we need to promote our health. For this, today I have made my talk into 4 parts. So basically, I would address upon health and wellness, a brief touch base. Secondly, what post-COVID do's and don'ts. It might include post-corona warrior as well, who are not affected and affected. So they need to, what precautions are to be adhere. This is what I would address upon. Thirdly would be yoga. What is yoga? The philosophy of yoga. Fourthly would be diet. What is diet? Ahar, Vihar. I would address these 4 titles. Before going ahead, so I would love to narrate a sloka here. Sharirendra Sattvatma Sanyogo Dhari Jeevitam. Sharirendra Sattvatma Sanyogo Dhari Jeevitam. Swastasya Swastarakshanam Aturasya Prashmanancha. This had been put in our Ayurveda text ages back. What this sloka defines is Sharirendra Sattvatma, body, mind, Pancha Gyanendra Pancha, Tanmatra Pancha, Karmendra, all put together, body, mind, soul. Physical body, mind, soul, and alignment. Swastasya Swastarakshanam, prevention and promotion of health. Prevention and promotion of health means that disease-free life. Aturasya Prashmanancha. This had already been texted there in Charak Samhita. So, as having said, having lived to have to live with COVID, first comes Ahar Vihar. What is Ahar Vihar? Ahar encompasses immunity.
Yes.
What exactly happens to the COVID patient? How does it really affect? What is the incubation period? Nothing happens so sudden. Nothing happens so sudden in this. There is an incubation. As we get admitted to the school, there is academy year, right?
Yes.
There is academy year. The day we go to the school the principal doesn't invite the parent and just hand over the report card. Your son has passed or your daughter has passed. In similar manner, everything, every aspect has an incubation period. A mother is to deliver a child 9 months. You have to wait for 40 weeks, 38 to 40 weeks. Is similar way, any disease, if any disease is to happen, what is disease? Disturbed in easiness, disturbed in body easiness is disease. It takes 3 days of time.
Yes.
Third day, symptoms surface. What are the symptoms? Soreness of throat, block of nose, earning bites, myalgia, body pains, dryness in the throat, eyes burning, giddiness, and lastly, latest it has been found that some of the patients have been diarrhea have been happening. Diarrhea, loose motions were complained of late. So of late, what we diagnose most of the there is no certain protocol, there is no certain medicine as on date. For the past 1.5 years, we have been facing COVID. But there's no protocol, there is no proper treatment. The Remdesivir is the only thing, or the Fabiflu is the only drug, or ivermectin, or there are many other drugs. But today we have come back, we have realized that
Yes, sir.
immunity is the backbone of our healing. Immunity is very essential. Oxygen levels. Today, the day has come where we depend on a little gadget called pulse oximeter. What pulse oximeter says, we have to oblige with it.
Yes.
Had not the human existed earlier in this 50 years, the modern medicine has come into practice. Before had not the human, otherwise we had not exist. We did exist. The concept was different.
Obviously.
Now, I would come to the point. Health. What is health? Mere absence of disease is not health.
Well defined.
There are 4 dimensions for health. There are 4 dimensions: physical, mental, social, spiritual. Physical, mental, social, spiritual.
Social and spiritual. Perfect.
Spiritual is not, some people, the few who have mistaken spirituality to be religion. Spirituality is beyond religion. Spirituality is being one with the nature. Religion is only a path to spirituality. Religion, irrespective of religion. Religion is only a path to spirituality. WHO defines 84% of the diseases are psychosomatic. 84% are psychosomatic, mind and body. Here, any disease which happens are two. One is viral, other one is bacterial. Viral, n number of virus. Today is the king or queen of the world is COVID. That's virus. Virus, once virus manifests, that leads to the bacterial invasion. The bacterial infection happens. Then you call pneumonitis, so many itis. Okay. You, over a period of time, the cause of disease has changed. Third point, over a period of time, the cause of disease has changed. In early civilization, it was war, violence.
Yes.
Agreed, ma'am. Later, as human civilization advanced, we have started living in communities. After living in communities, the infectious diseases have started happening. To cure these infectious diseases, antibiotics had been invented. Through antibiotics, yes, to a certain extent, not to certain, much beyond extent, we could manage cholera, we could manage plague, we could manage tuberculosis, we could manage malaria to far extent. But today, there's a new disease had come up called COVID. It is similar to other virus, but here this has been terrorized, otherwise unknowingly. We are more of disease. Fear is influencing much.
Absolutely.
If you are to ascertain, if you are to come to know that this is what, otherwise the first day of one, as I have said to you, there is an incubation period. The incubation period itself, if you go to a right doctor, approach him, take a right advice, if you take rest, if you oblige to medical protocol, definitely you will get well. The casualty rate is due to comorbid.
Doctor, can we quickly throw light on how yoga can be helpful and a few questions on this regard? Moving on.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yoga is a Sanskrit word where two things coming together, joining of two things is yoga. Yogastu kuru karmani. Anything we do, if we do with the devotion, it's otherwise we merge in that, it's yoga. So actually yoga is a philosophy, it's a concept where body, mind and soul are aligned through yoga asanas, pranayam, proper breathing exercises, and over that is meditation, dhyan.
Yeah.
When one does all the three components of yoga, it's complete yoga. A research has proved that it's beneficial where we attain mental balance. So we are we overcome fear, we overcome jealousy, we overcome many of the negative habits.
Yes.
Okay. Like if we are to talk about yoga in children, would be right. Here I would love to share an example. As each of us, any point of lifetime, might have sown a seed. When we sow a seed, we water it for some time, a couple of days. Then a sprout happens. After sprouting, when the sapling comes up, the sapling turns into a small plant. Through the process, we take care of it. How? We water it, we manure it, we protect, we shield it. In a similar manner, we have to look after our children, because the child age is the age where we learn anything. Whatever we learn at the childhood age is ever for the lifetime.
Correct.
The
So
child is
right
born-
from the lowest age, smallest age, I think we have
Yes.
to inculcate the practice of yoga into the children's minds.
Yeah, very true. Yoga
Yeah.
is a concept. It would become a way of life.
Correct.
Yoga.
So what do you
any
think
moment
is the best age to inculcate it, sir?
beyond 4,
Beyond
you can
4.
take up the yoga on beyond 4, because the child should be able to communicate with you. He should be able to understand. Just start off with a simple kind of exercises. If
Yes.
you ask him to stand on one foot, that is Tadasana. That becomes a asana again. He stands on one foot, raises his hand. That becomes Tadasana. Vrikshasana we call it.
Yes.
Calf raise is nothing but a modern language. We call it a leg raise or calf raise as such, but that is Tadasana. Vrikshasana.
Vrikshasana. Correct. And
We
they
can
would joyfully
ask
do
them
those
to do
balancing
Trikona
exercises.
exercise. Trikonasana. Just ask them to bend down. If something falls down, we ask them to pick it up. When they bend down, that is a kind of the bending posture. The posture is asana. Very joyfully, the children would be able to get into practice.
Correct.
Then they would come to know, oh, we breathe through nostrils. Then you can slowly adapt them. You can educate them. And otherwise the learning phase is only child age.
Perfectly.
As I have said to
Off
you,
late,
there are 4 dimensions for
we
health.
feel they need to grow up and they themselves inculcate the interest in bodybuilding and all, and children get into gym and all, but we never focus on building this exercise as regular rhythm of life in our life.
Gym would give you endurance. It works on cardiovascular system. It gives you toning of muscles, but not mental peace. Mental peace is attained through only your breath. Only through your breath. Without breath, management of breath, your mind cannot be in control. There are different states of mind. Alpha, beta, theta, delta. So in a minute, how many thoughts come in your mind? So we think we are stress born. No, it is the children who are more into stress.
Yes.
Adults, we assume we are into stress, but which is not right.
They can't
Children are
even-
more stressed because parents expect children to perform in academics. Parents expect children to perform in curricular activities, in sports. It's not only parents, it's grandparents, it's
the
other
teachers,
family
the children,
people.
the peers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So children have to perform. There again a peer comparison. Where the comparison comes, there the jealousy crops.
Yes.
What happens through the practice of yoga? By default, your emotional balance sets in. Okay.
So the emotional
okay, this
health
is
is taken care.
yeah. So that is where we are. So emotional balance happens. Okay, this is happened. Okay, fine. He would take it.
Correct.
He would not get disturbed.
True.
He would not get disturbed. He would not get distracted with little issues, silly issues.
Rather, they are excited. We see
If he has not-
just 4-year-olds sending lovely videos of learning yoga nowadays. And
Yes.
they are all excited because parents are interested in inculcating those values. And we are happy you confirm that at age of 4 they can start it out.
At the age of 4, because in today's children, today's generation, the IQ level and EQ level is quite higher as we were child.
Yes.
Today we calculate EQ, emotional quotient. Earlier we used to calculate or work out only on IQ, intelligence quotient.
So we can very much believe yoga contributes to enhancement of their emotional quotient and intelligence quotient also.
Very much. Because the child, then he is able to focus on a concept, on a subject. If he is assigned one topic, otherwise he's assigned with some work, he's able to focus completely. He would not get deviated. He would not get distracted from the point.
Perfectly.
When the commitment comes in, when devotion, when dedication comes in, then the work is accomplished. The workout, what you call, it would be 100%. The yield would be 100%. It would not fail. Otherwise, it would not be incomplete. Within certain period of time, it would not take long time to complete that assignment. He would, as he is dedicated, devoted, he would complete at the earliest.
Correct. Well, doctor, just to clarify, is it essential, or do you feel if they don't have proper nutritious food, they cannot perform yogic exercises?
Wonderful question, ma'am. Diet is a very, very essential part. It's much beyond yoga. Yoga is an exercise until unless we are blessed with a body, proper body, we are unable to attain that mental peace. Firstly, body. What does body require? Body require nourishment. Nourishment of what? As we all learned in the 3rd class or 4th class. Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, water.
Yes, all the balanced diet.
70%, 70 to 80% of our body is of water.
Yes.
Most of us don't emphasize on water, give importance to water element. In this COVID scenario, water had played a vital role.
True.
Every doctor, every person had been talking about hydration. Hydration is what? Hydrate your water. Keep your electrolytes balanced, which is essential.
Correct.
Because through water, the irrigation of your systems, the whole body systems, irrigation of your systems, toxins get expelled out through urination or defecation or sweating.
Correct.
So water is very, very essential. So coming to the food point, food, there are 3 kinds of food. Sattva, Raj, Tam. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. There is no certain rule that you shouldn't have this food or this is food, good or bad. There's nothing called. If we are to practice yoga, then yes, we would suggest you sattvic food. What is sattvic food? Like milk, protein diet, fruits, vegetables, fresh fruits. It's not about juices, ready-made juices and all. We're not talking about fresh fruits. These nuts, dry fruit, this comes into sattvic ahar.
Yes, sir.
So diet should be balanced. So we need to give importance to the water. The water is the most important element within our body. Here I would love to quote one mind workout on this. As the food, so the body. As the body, so the mind. As the mind, so the thought. As the thought, so the action. As the body, outcome is what? The action. He does good or bad. It might sound good to someone, it might sound bad to someone. But the what action outcome is just because of his kind of food what he is being taking in.
Taking it. Yes.
Sattva Rajatam. That's it. What kind of food? Some people are soft spoken, some are aggressive. Different
Yes, sir.
personalities.
Yeah, that is
Different
nice.
personalities. Type A, type B. So aggressive personalities and soft spoken, some are timid, different kinds of people. Just because of food. It's not because of genetic factor.
Okay. Right, doctor. Well, doctor, when it comes to practice of yoga, and suppose women have to do it, especially working women who do multitasking, and now work from home has been more demanding for them. How can they practice it when they can't give quantitative time for this? Can they do it in bits and parts? They do 15 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the day. Does it help still rather than giving up?
Yeah. I appreciate the question here. Point one is, you don't stick to yoga. First of all, don't take up yoga. First, correct one's ergonomics. What is ergonomics? Ergonomics is what? The way we sit, the way we carry ourselves.
Okay.
When we are working from home, ensure that you are working as good, you are sitting as good you were sitting at the office.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, that should be corrected. Because our sedentary lifestyle is where we lie down and work on the computer, we work on the laptop, we work on the tablet. Because the technology has been giving so much of comfort, we lie on the bed and tend to work on that, which is to be, which is not to be done. So firstly, we need to correct our ergonomics. Then ergonomics, proper sitting, proper management of proper posture. Then you talk about little exercises, what you call calf raise. When you are cooking and all, you can make calf raise. Calf raise, stand on your toes, try to lift your toes. One kind of exercise. Secondly is wrist rotation and pulling your fingers, pulling them. Yeah, this is very, very must. Because in today's world, each one of us have been using computer or laptop or mobile, blah, blah. The reason is here we tend to develop tenosynovitis. We tend to develop, most of us suffer with this. This is one of the ailments which we are likely to suffer. Secondly is cervical spondylitis. In days to come, so more cases, more ailments would be of ortho, because of our improper lifestyle, wrong lifestyle. As I have said earlier in my note, cause of disease over a period of time has changed. In today's world, it is lifestyle. Today's world, it is lifestyle. Lifestyle and having
disorders have been more,
lifestyle disorders. You name the disease, it is again mind related. You ask for cardiovascular, you talk about GI system. Because ahar vihar is very important. Dinacharya. In Ayurveda, it has been mentioned as dinacharya. Dinacharya is what time we should get up, what time should sleep, what time one should awaken, what time one should sleep. In between the dinacharya, what time and how, what method one needs to consume your breakfast. lunch, or what kind of food one should consume. While having food, one should not chat or gossip, discuss, or watch TV. You be focused. As in our culture, it has been mentioned, Anna Parabrahma Swarupam. It had been just for saying Anna Parabrahma Swarupam. It means that Anna is Parabrahma Swarupam. Despite knowing that, despite saying that, we never oblige to that food. We discuss over a food, we discuss over a coffee, we chat over a coffee. Huh?
We have
So
meetings over lunch.
we are not regarding, yeah, we are meeting for lunch. We are not regarding that food as Anna Parabrahma. So that is the reason I have mentioned here through my work, as the food, so the action. If the food had been right, if it had been consumed in a right manner, the outcome would have been very much right.
Very well said, sir. Well said.
So, in between, I appreciate your teachers to take this initiative, yoga, at this younger age for the children. In our school times, we never had this opportunity. And
Correct, sir.
thanks to
That's
the Modi
wonderful.
as well, thanks to PM Modi
Yes.
sir as well,
PM
who
Modi
had
sir,
made
yes.
right? Modi sir, who made yoga as global. We Indian needs to be proud of. 177 countries have been practicing yoga.
Yes.
There is some subtle element
Hmm.
in this, so people have been accepting a
So
practice
there
of
is a
yoga.
question from one of the viewers. They have a
Yes, ma'am.
constipation problem frequently. He's
Okay.
asking how can it be cured? I think this is very common thing, and for that also mental stress could also be one of the reasons. Yeah.
One should correct his food habits. He needs to take high fiber diet. Firstly, high fiber diet. Secondly, before going bed, he needs to take 1 glass of water. The early morning, whenever he gets up, the moment he gets up, he needs to take 2 glasses or 3 glasses of water. 3 glasses means 600 ml of water. 600 ml to 1 liter of water. He needs to take it on empty stomach.
Fine.
He needs to take high fiber diet. This is what he needs to correct. And while having food, as I have mentioned, just devote time on the food rather than things will take care of.
Correct. Yeah. Well, doctor, there is another question from someone, and they are asking if one can't make it to do them in the morning, can they plan yoga any time of the day with a specific gap in the process?
Definitely. Sakala, Sandhyakal. There are two. Sakala, Sandhyakal. This is very scientific. Morning, sunrise, or sunset. Either of the time one can take up. The reason we can go in depth of this as well. So Sakal, Sandhyakal means the temperature would be moderate, either of the ends. Temperature, climate temperature, the body temperature should settle into it. That's the reason we don't otherwise talk about some kind of hard exercises. You talk about modern exercises or you talk about yoga exercises. So we don't really promote in between times. So Sakal, Sandhyakal, morning or evening, either he can take up. Firstly, 2 hours before, at least 3 hours before, if he is to take a exercise in the evening, 3 hours before, he is supposed to keep fast. Keep fast in the sense he is not supposed to take not even tea as such. Tea, coffee are to be avoided.
Fine.
Tea,
Okay,
coffee.
then-
What happens? Yeah, tea, coffee also they enhance the pulse rate.
Okay.
So there is a caffeine content in this. Caffeine content is purely caffeine content is in coffee. Caffeine and tannin is in tea. So that's the reason yogic exercises, yogic diet means sattvic diet means green tea, mint tea. In today's world, we call ginger tea or mint tea and all. It's green tea, herbal tea.
Yeah.
This
So that can be added.
yeah, definitely. This works as an antioxidant because it expels all the toxins within the body. And the person who had questioned us regarding constipation, request him to take up more water in between as such.
Correct.
more water in between, because water is the one element which expels all the toxins in the body, excreta or sweat or anything.
Yes. We used to have a system of fasting weekly and all due to some puja, vrat and all. Nowadays, unless we do it as intermittent fasting or another, diet conscious fastings, otherwise we tend to have an imbalance in the weight. So do you think fastings really help in keeping up one's health? And what should be the way of fasting? Does intermittent fasting kind of thing help for yoga? Is it advisable?
Definitely. Wonderfully. Religion, as I've said to you, religion is a path to spirituality. Religion has taught us to fast, irrespective of religion. Okay. Each of a religion have their own practices of fasting. Fasting in one pertaining to medical, I would answer Langhanam Parama Aushadam. Anyone hearing to me, you can go refer any text of Ayurveda or any text of Vedas, Atharvaveda. Langhanam Parama Aushadam means fasting is the best medicine. Believe me.
That's true.
Since 94, I'm into practice. I have seen patients who oblige with the diet, sincere diet, nothing but milk, bread, milk, chapati, or hot water. They would get cured. Only with water we can cure the patients.
Correct.
So, as your question, Langanam Paramaushadam, fastings are to be incorporated scientifically for a betterment of health. Because if you give rest, otherwise when you don't consume any food, when you live on water, otherwise if you don't consume water as well, what happens is the gut gets cleaned by itself. It secretes HCl, hydrochloric, all the chemistry is within our body. What all the elements, we talk about zinc, immunity and all, vitamin D, everything is in our body, it's stored in our body. You talk about potassium, we talk about phosphorus, we talk about lithium, every element, every trace metal, 108 elements are there in our body. So those get balanced. When we fast, the liver, it takes rest. It has to take some rest. Everything what we consume, it is processed through liver. It is processed through liver. You take anything, paracetamol, you take any medicine, you take any food, you take anything. It is to be processed. Then it gets into the gut.
Well, doctor, if nowadays even some children have frequent digestive problems or weakness in their nervous system or all such things. So how can we avoid such situation in them?
Firstly, correct your diet, lifestyle modifications. What here I would request is parents should follow the diet. As the parents consume the diet, otherwise their schedule of morning to evening, the children would definitely oblige with that. So you need to educate them. This is nice for, this is good for you. This is what for you. This is what we need to keep a tab on this. So excess use of any technology, modern technology, it might be tab, it might be phone, it might be anything. These definitely are useful for us. But to a certain extent, this shouldn't go much beyond. Where in today's world, most of the children are attached to mobiles. So we need to correct their first basic diet. Diet is an essential component in any of the ailments. So GI system disturbance, gastrointestinal, means mouth to anus. Any kind of disturbances, any kind of ailments is due to food. So food is to be corrected. In between, to keep sipping water, no. When you are giving food, feeding food, see to ensure that it is good enough to masticate. That's what the parents need to take care of. And overexposure to television and all that should be avoided. While lying down, they watch the TV. Because of posture is very, very important. Ergonomics, we address ergonomics and dietetics, which are very, very essentials.
Yes. Well, the mask has become part of our life
Yeah.
now, and
As we had missed
going
our
back to work life, we may have long hours of mask, and now schools are also opening. So, would
Yes.
that affect their respiratory system or their digestive or any aspects? Suffocate them? How should they keep relaxing themselves in between?
This is a wonderful question. Yes. The three aspects we need to oblige here is one is close of mouth and nose. Thirdly, secondly is not sanitation. Washing of hand is essential. Washing of our hands is essential. Not sanitizing of our hands. I have observed in my practice as well. Most of the guys come, pick sanitizer, and apply to their arm. This is not going to suffice. Washing of your hands is very, very essential. First is mask. Second is washing of hands. Thirdly is social distancing.
Yes.
Shaking of hands, hugging, no, it is not to be. It is not going to get into practice in the days to come. Definitely, it is. We are going to refrain that kind of practice.
Yes, those
So,
protocols we would follow, but the problem is
Mask,
the use
yeah.
of mask.
Mask.
How do we handle the?
When we are alone, yes, you may put the mask little bit down. When you are into crowd, otherwise when we are speaking, yes, we need to keep the mask. Over a period of time, yes, we would get used to it. If you are really suffocated, kindly just remove the mask and go out. Kindly don't put gloves and continue to work. For certain period of time, yes, gloves are recommended. I had observed few people due to fear. People are not unaware. If people are to be aware, they wouldn't have done. So we need to be, because there is another fungus grows in between the webs.
Oh,
There's another kind of fungus, black fungus, what we have been talking about. That's altogether a different scenario where who are susceptible to have that disease. Basically, one is to practice this protocol, as ma'am you have said, mask, social distancing, hand washing, not sanitization. Sanitization is secondary part. Sanitation is only second. Suppose if before washing hands, never put your hand or fingers in your mouth or nose or eyes. These are the 5 orifices which are crucial, because you may carry that virus. It might get into your body through one of the openings. There are 9 openings in the body. 2, 2, 1. These are the 5, 6, 7. Other 2. Second private parts. Okay. These are the 9 openings in the body. From somewhere the virus invades.
Yes.
Once the virus invades, then the bacteria onsets. Before, nothing happens. And definitely any enemy, otherwise this enemy, COVID enemy, would give certain period of time. That are the 3 days. When we are sick, when we feel heat in the body, we feel excess thirst or burning of eyes, go meet a right doctor, approach him. Prevention is better than cure. Boost your immunity. What is immunity? Oxygen levels. Enhance your oxygen levels. Oxygen levels, by brisk walk, you can enhance your oxygen levels. By taking a right diet, you can enhance your oxygen levels. By not consuming carbonated drinks, you would enhance your oxygen levels. Thumbs up or any aerated drinks. This would give more of carbon dioxide.
okay.
Water is one element which has more of oxygen.
Oh,
H2O. The chemistry in this, you see, H2O.
yes.
Water has more of oxygen.
Absolutely.
Every cell of our body requires oxygen to live.
Correct.
When there is lack of oxygen within our head, hemoglobin carries oxygen into the brain. So if there is a lack of oxygen, we get hypoxia. Hypoxia is less in oxygen. Then we find giddiness. To build this immunity, we need to enhance our immunity. How do we enhance our immunity? By
Yes.
consuming right diet, right diet. Diet encompasses not mere food. It encompasses protein, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, amino acids. Everything put together, it is diet.
Yes.
Over that is water. Consume
Well,
only boiled
this
water.
reminds us one more question. I'm sorry to disturb
No,
in
no, please,
between.
please.
Yeah, sir. Nowadays, people are taking Zincovit and C vitamin. What is the
Yes.
age level they can administer? Should they start giving to smaller children also now, just for the fear of third wave or something? Is it good to give
The
them
day,
those?
the day child is born, the day child is born, he is being administered D3 cholecalciferol drops, Zincovit drops.
Yes.
The day one itself, we start administering, because these are the two, vitamin D3 and zinc are the most essential elements to boost our immunity. Very essential elements. In our protocol of our COVID as well, D3, vitamin D3, secondly is vitamin C and zinc had been a practice. Each one of us had been we're supposed to take this to boost immunity. This, and apart from this, if you are not to rely upon medicines, children, yes, they have to consume this. Secondly, we suggest child, we suggest
way to enhance these
natural way
elements
to
in the body.
expose to sun. Sun has, due to ultraviolet rays, our body has own capacity to secrete vitamin D. The storehouse is kidneys. It is stored in the kidneys. That will last for 2 months.
Correct.
Vitamin D would last for 2 months within the body. So every element is essential for us to sustain health. Physical, and over that mental, balance of mental, mind, and social. Social I come into. Social is where the peer group or friends, this society plays a major role.
Yes.
Social stigma. And over that is spirituality. Spirituality is no harm to someone. All are equal, equanimity. That's where we take it as being one with the nature.
Yes. Schools have been, great source to ensure this development of socio-emotional and maybe spiritual
Yes.
health also to some extent for children.
Yes, by
And I
incorporating,
feel they are really missing, especially the children and developmental milestones.
yes,
There could be many parents who didn't join their children also in schools at the age of 3 or 4 last year and this year. So
I
what
agree.
would be the difficulty those children can come across being away or kept within 4 walls for these 2 years? And
I would
what
not
should
say
be
it would be difficult,
Yeah.
but it would take certain time for them to take over. It would not be that difficult because learning age is so so dynamic. Anytime, given a period of time, they overcome. So children are so energetic and so dynamic. So they can adapt with any kind of circumstances. But yes, sir, definitely this had been a bad time. Otherwise, they had lost a precious time, I would say.
Yes, because psychological development wise, they say majority of their innate is formed by the age of 5 or 6. Definitely, it will,
Yeah.
as you said, to some extent it affects, but they
To some
they can
extent,
support.
yeah. But
Yeah.
over in today's world, I say you like children have been learning through different kinds of media as well. So through not, if not to teachers, from adults, otherwise seniors, grandparents and all. Oh, but here, speaking about schools, by incorporating yoga, what you have done is you, by default, morals, ethics, values are incorporated in yoga. Namaskar, humbleness, the way we bend down. So these are, by default, they are learned. Morals, ethics, values. These are the elements which have been a mess in between. now for certain periods, like some time back, I have did notice with some schools. So after incorporating yoga, by default, the children tend to learn this three, and definitely ethics and values would go up, and they would understand the value, because just because what I am speaking to you and you're speaking to you, this is all gross level. Subtle, there's something divine. That is science beyond science. That is where the science beyond science plays in. So what really happening within child's mind, you can observe through behavior. And teachers are the semi-gods, I would say. The teachers are, otherwise we can call them God, because most of our learning time is spent with teachers. Most of our learning life is spent with teachers. What? By incorporating yoga, you have done a wonderful job, teacher.
Wonderful. Thank you, Doctor. And one last question, Doctor.
Please.
Some youngsters think that practicing yoga would lead to losing weight, and probably they want to build their body rather. Is it a myth?
Yes, it's a myth. Yes, it's a myth. So developing a body, as I've said, physical development would not really complete well-being. So there should be inner fulfillment, otherwise content, what we call content, satisfaction within self, that comes within. That doesn't come from the materialistic world. So that comes within. When emotionally one is balanced, then only that comes in. So gym exercises, yes, they give toning to the body, they give cardiovascular exercises, they give, pump up your blood. So they give toning, otherwise give muscle and all, but not mental balance. Yoga is a concept. Again, yoga is not just asana. Yoga is a concept where you have to practice asana. Asana is a warm-up kind of exercise. Asanas, doing asanas. Over that, you do pranayama. Pranayama is what? Articulation of your breath from Chandranadi to Suryanadi, Suryanadi, Chandranadi. This is Chandranadi, Suryanadi. What I am referring these words in context to higher science of Veda, otherwise otherwise Vedic science or yogic science I am referring to. But scientifically, right nostril, when we blow through the right nostril, your left brain is active. When we are blowing through left nostril, your right brain is active. Either of the brain can be active. Either of the brain. No two brains can be active.
Wonderful.
Here one brain is.
So the Anulom Vilom is a greater
logic,
source of.
Right. I'll come to that. Yeah. One brain, one part of a brain. I would get into that in the later days to come. But here, just touch base here. I would touch base here. Right. One brain is creative mind. One brain does logical thinking. What is logical thinking and what is creative thinking? As a teacher, you might have observed, otherwise as a parents, one might have observed there are children who are creative. Without saying, the little child is able to craft something. Without saying, he is able to do something. He does some innovative. So that is where creative mind works. He creates. Secondly, logical mind. If I am to go to the school, what will I get? If I am to listen to the teacher, what will I get? If I give this, if I give to the teacher, what will she give?
Yes, ability to interpret, judge, and consolidate what they are.
This is where there Anulom Vilom is a Sanskrit word. Anulom. Anulom means Vilom. Vilom is inhaling, exhaling. Breathing in, breathing out. This should be balanced. Then this is called Swayoga. So in between, when this gets balanced, one is able to judge, one is able to judiciously carry out any of his job. So irrespective of age. So then this balancing happens, he's more attentive. This all comes when the parents have 4 Ds. What are the 4 Ds? Determination, dedication, devotion, discipline. Until these 4 are incorporated, nothing can happen.
Determination,
determination, dedication, devotion. Devotion.
Discipline.
Yat bhavam
Yes.
tad bhavati. As it said in our Yat bhavam tad bhavati. As you think, as we sow, what you sow, you reap the same.
Correct.
If you are to sow neem tree and you are to expect a mango tree, no.
Yes.
If I am to say this all and people are just listening, no. If I am to give salt or sugar, these two are of white. These two articles are of white or material of white, sugar and white, sugar
Correct.
and salt. If I am to say this is salt, until unless you taste it, you will not experience it. Until unless you experience it, you will not believe it. Until unless you believe it, it will not believe it. It will not become a faith.
True. Yeah.
When you experience, it becomes belief. The belief will become faith. So one has to practice yoga for certain period of practice for 21 days at the right time.
Correct.
Then one can see
Anything
the
to
results.
imbibe within, we need 21 days of time, they say. Yeah.
The reason for 21 days is the programming of mind, because as I said to you, 45 minutes each of the brain functions. Sometimes 45 minutes of right brain functions, then second brain, then that takes over logical thinking. If I do this exercise, what will I really gain? It starts thinking. It itself gives a thought. It gives a thought to yourself that what will I get by doing this? No, not today. Tomorrow we'll take up this. This is how the thoughts incorporate within our mind.
Correct. Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So that was really wonderful. So you could give a lot of inputs. The time is too short, actually. And we can have a real good conversations. But I am sure these questions have clarified the minds of the viewers to some extent, and mainly the 4 Ds for parents, the 4 aspects of health they should carry in their mind, and the ergonomics, what you have emphasized, what all the mothers can do in different gaps. I think these all inputs should help them a lot, and many clarifications about how to manage their food weight and how all these are connected, and what should be the limits they should draw to the digital exposures, the respect they should give for thoughts, to food and all matters a lot for mental and emotional and spiritual and health well-being. And I think I can consolidate it from your talk that having right food, practicing exercises with the proper regime, all these should be inculcated from the smallest stage of the individuals, and it is never late for the adults as well to imbibe those aspects into themselves and try their best at whatever age, whatever they can, listening to their body. And I wish all the best to all the viewers. Let's look forward for more such interactions, sir. We would really be happy with your further support with regard to such discussions, and you can be a really good advisor and guide to us also in having or putting our best efforts to enhance the health of our school children and be setters for everything. Thanks a lot, sir. That's really wonderful.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.